So Jordan and I are back with another special edition. Say hey to everybody.
What's going on once again?
Yeah. So he was just talking about his audience, and the goal of his audience is for them to be comfortable, right? And so tell us a little bit more about who your audience is and what you're trying to communicate with them.
Yeah, so the way that I see my audience, granted, I have people who are older than me who watch my videos as well, but I see my audience as a bunch of younger me's. Like, they're people that, for some reason or another, see themselves in me. And whenever I make my content, I make it as if I was talking to my younger self. And, to your point about wanting them to be comfortable, I want them to be comfortable being uncomfortable and everything that entails. So things like cold showers and working out and things like that. It's about embracing and loving discomfort. And in doing so, the process of taking those leaps of faith on yourself, betting on yourself, doing what needs to be done to get to that next level in life feels easy in comparison because it's just what you do. You're accustomed to that. You've changed your perspective and you've shifted the boundaries of what you consider to be comfortable.
That's good. And you were talking to me a second ago too about you leaving your job and how you were nervous. So tell that story one more time. That's really good.
About what the manager told me. Or just, so when I quit my job to go full time on YouTube, I had 600 subscribers, give or take, and I was petrified. I was shaking when I put in my 2 weeks notice. I put my 2 weeks notice in with the head manager specifically. Shout out to Nick, if by chance he's watching this. Shout out to Nick. I put my 2 weeks notice in with him, and I expected him to maybe try to convince me not to do it, not to quit my job, to stay true to the stability, to the version of myself that I presented to him or to the company. But instead, he told me that I should never let a job, especially a job like that, get in the way of me following my dreams. He told me that if I had that vision for myself, then I owe it to myself to, see if I can do it, or to really pursue it to the fullest capacity that I can. And he told me that he had checked out some of my videos on the down low and said that I was very talented and things like that. And at the time, that was very, very reassuring to me, especially hearing that from him. And that's when I realized that he was the head manager for a reason. Because he was always the manager that held everyone accountable. He was maybe optimistic to a fault. And he would always have much higher expectations of us than we were willing to meet. Especially making $11.25 an hour. But I digress. We all had this, I don't want to say hatred, but we all just, when we would see him at work, it was like, man, we're gonna have to work today. Like, we're actually gonna have to work. We're gonna have to earn our money. But that's when I realized, when he told me that, I realized that there's a reason why he's in that position. That optimism can take you places that pessimism can never take you.
That's so good. Yeah, and so true. But that's awesome. So you were talking also about LA and the people that you saw in LA. So paint that picture for them real quick too.
Yeah, so one scene in particular that I remember was I went to LA. I think I got to LA January 25th, 2020. Kobe died the next day, literally the next day after.
Oh my gosh.
And so me and my friend,
so intense.
Yeah, it was the atmosphere was
heavy.
Crazy. Yeah, very heavy. Me and my friend went to the Staples Center, and I remember, I was recording it, just as part of my blog, and I saw a bunch of other people doing the same thing. That was the first time I had ever seen that before.
It's crazy.
And it was just so eye-opening to me that there was a whole different world out there, people who were like me and wanted the same things out of life that I did. And coming from Dallas, there aren't too many people who are doing that, who are really inspired in that way and who want to accomplish those goals that I had at the time and still have right now. And that helped me expand my perspective and really understand that it's possible. That it is possible, that my tribe is out there somewhere. I just have to find them, but first I have to stay true to myself.
That's so good. Yeah, I love that. And it's so true, like when you find your community and people that inspire you and you guys have similar goals and dreams and are on the same path, it's just so encouraging and inspiring and motivating, and I think it just makes you continue to push further because you feel like you belong, and everybody is looking for that feeling of inclusion, because yes, I mean, we are meant to have relationships, so it's kind of where we thrive. But yeah, that's really, really cool. And that's awesome. And then we were also talking about Oprah, so it's cool that she inspires you too. I love that. So we connect on that. That's awesome. But yeah, that's so good. Well, yeah, you guys will have to definitely listen to our full length episode so you guys can hear a lot more of these amazing knowledge bombs that Jordan keeps dropping.